Welcome to Caching Waves. This is an Elliott wave update for XRP. In this video, I'm going to be going over the daily time frames all the way down to the micro counts using Elliott wave theory. I will be going over the bull and the bear case. Now, if you've been with me for a long time, we're out on a daily chart here. You know we were mapping this out as a triangle all the way back in the summer. We are anticipating that we are going to get a fourth wave triangle, which looks like this, idealized within our fourth wave of the largest degree. In reality, looks like this, in which case we get trend continuation. This is our fourth wave low, looking for 5 waves up to complete our largest degree trend for a fifth wave. As of right now, have this mapped out as wave 1 and 2, 3 complete, working on 4, looking for a fifth wave to the upside. It's important to note that price discovery is around 384, depending on where you get your information. I used Google to find the most accurate previous all-time high. So that would be price discovery after that. We can get extensions within this fifth wave. So there's a couple of different targeting methods I'll go over, but we're not going to know which target we're going to hit. We need to map this out in real time and look for 5 waves within that fifth wave. Okay, so let's go down to the smaller time frames and discuss. So off this low, have this as wave 1 with a flat wave 2. We then got our third wave, and we're anticipating a sideways correction, most likely a triangle here to complete our wave 4 before our fifth wave to the upside. There is an alternative count where the E wave actually completed over here, and we had a triangle for our E wave, which is allowed. In that case would be the bearish scenario, which I will go over. And to be clear, that's only short-term bearish. It would be bullish overall, just be a deeper correction. So we're going to focus in on this fourth wave and discuss the possibilities. Now, the fact that we're in a fourth wave, we should be anticipating triangles or flats, not zigzag patterns, in which case we've been mapping this out for quite a long time as a smaller version of that triangle you saw on the daily. It should react the same as an A, B, C, D completing, looking for a 3-wave move for our E wave before trend continuation in our fifth wave. Now we can't target using fib extensions till we get that bottom of the E wave for our fourth wave. But I do have my algo target, which is up at 443, and that's just the extension put on the minus 236 of this third wave. That's just a general algorithm target. Other ways to target will be beginning of wave 1 off of wave 3 whenever the low is in. Target the 618, which right now on log scale is about 784. We can even get extended. We can get a 1-to-1 of wave 1 through 3, which is up at 1696. So you can see how wide these targets are, and this will have to be counted in real time based on the price action that fills out. So in this scenario, if you're looking to trade this long, not financial advice, I'm just talking about what I would do, is right now, down on the 15-minute, we're just about complete in this scenario, the D wave. We're looking for a 5-wave move to the upside. Now, I am currently hedged in this zone, anticipating this 3-wave move to the downside. I was long from this low. I'm hedged at the moment. Now, for this D wave, we're looking for a simple A, B, C. When 5 waves are complete, we want a 3-wave move back, preferably an A, B, C, and we should protect this C wave low at 196.01 in that scenario. So if this plays out, again, if this is your last chance to have a very good entry on this. Alternatively, another way to play a triangle is the B wave break within the E wave. So if you get an ABC, you can wait and trigger above this B wave, and your stop can go at the low of this E wave. That's just a couple ideas of how to trade this. Now it looks like we have potentially a ending diagonal filling out here for our wave 5. So just looking for one more move to the upside and we can be complete. technically complete, can be complete now, but I'd like to see a little more time here. And you should get confirmation of this as soon as we break this fourth wave, that that is the move we are getting. Now I discussed bearish scenarios. Okay, bearish scenario, say we completed here at this E wave bottom, and this is actually a 1 and a 2. When you have nothing but 3 wave structures, they can morph very quickly. I'll just do it this way. Please ignore all the labeling. I will just draw this out. For example, we could have a W wave, simply, and we could be in the middle of an X wave triangle. Remember, all we have are 3 wave patterns. How that would look is an A, B, C, D, E, except we break this to the downside. It's the only difference. We are still in a triangle, except it breaks to the downside. So it's important to watch the reaction here. Do we get a 3 or a 5? If we get a 5 wave move, it's likely we've started our 5th wave to the upside. If we make an ABC, and then we break this B wave with a lot of thrust, that means the triangle likely completed in an X wave. You're not going to know which way it's going to break until you get more price action. But after a triangle, we are expecting thrust, either to the upside thrust or the downside thrust. In this scenario, if we break to the downside, I would expect another 3 wave move, and that would just create a Y wave. And I would relabel this as 1 and 2. And you should be using invalidation points if you're trading it long, where it can no longer be an impulse. Okay, there is one last scenario, which is very complex, but realize that it's in play. All I'm giving you is the possible paths. Now, the simplest, the one following guidelines the best, is literally just this triangle. I'm not trying to over confuse things. These are just areas you need to watch out for. You will never be comfortable in a trade until you get a nice 5 wave move out of it. And in this scenario, this would extend out in time. So if this is our 1 and our 2, right, 4th wave should take, in theory, like as per guidelines, longer than wave 2. Now, it doesn't have to, it's just a guideline, and I think it's unlikely that we actually push out till the end of February before this correction is complete. But I just need you to be aware of this option. So we could be getting an A wave, okay, a W as an ABC, an A, B, C, D, E. For our X wave, we move back up. That creates a WXY as a B wave. This is how complex things can be when all you have is 3 wave moves. And this would create an A, complex B wave, and we could be making a flat. This would just extend out in time. Our B zone's between at 321 and 342. In which case we anticipate a 5 wave move down, and that's actually the completion of our 4th wave before we start our 5th wave. So realize until we pass these zones, all these are in play. And you use invalidation levels in your trade setups to protect yourself from this risk. But quite simply, all I'm expecting here, but I'm just making you aware of the paths, is literally this E wave and trend continuation. And I will be paying attention at this zone. I will be paying attention if all we get is 3 wave move down in case we thrust to the downside. And I'll be watching for the thrust for the 5th wave to give us bias that the 5th wave continuation is underway. So this is the problem with 4th waves. You get a lot of 3 wave moves and a lot can happen. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're just going to get chopped up and destroy your account. All right, so I think that's it for XRP. If you are interested in the Discord, link is in the description. I go over this multiple times a week, as well as 10 other assets plus on the smaller time frames. There are some quite bullish setups potentially, so if you're interested, now is a good time to at least take a shot. Totally your decision. There are some good setups happening. If you're interested in leverage trading on Blowfin, there's a link in the description. You get a $300 bonus, 15% on futures, as well as 5% rebate for life on your trading fees directly deposited in your account. If you are a member of the Discord, there is a link within the Discord for a Blofin exclusive where you get 20% rebate for life. And the membership tends to pay for itself that way. So if you want to check it out, click the link, sign up here, pretty easy, and I'll see you in the Discord.